And Amendment 2 on the ballot this November is an important issue that's gotten little attention during this election season.
It would allow state agencies to lease buildings for years at a time instead of having to renew a lease every year. 41 NBC's Amanda Castro breaks down the amendment and tells us what you need to know before you head to the polls.
Supporters of Amendment 2 say it'll save taxpayers millions of dollars. Now, it breaks down like this. Right now, state agencies can only sign a one-year lease agreement, which they have to renew every year. This amendment would change that and allow these agencies to sign long-term leases.
Times are tough for the Peach State, and the government is looking for ways to cut back on spending. One solution: allow state agencies to sign multi-year lease agreements for office space.
Right now, based on the interpretation of our state constitution, the state can only enter into one-year leases.
President and CEO of the Greater Macon Chamber of Commerce, Mike Dyer, says state agencies can get better rental rates with a multi-year lease versus signing a year-by-year agreement.
The state has estimated they'll save about $66 million over the next 10 years.
Supporters of the amendment say it just makes sense because the state currently stays in leased office space for 10.7 years. The senior VP with the Macon Economic Development Commission says this amendment would lower the amount the state pays for leased space it's already using.
Landlords may be able to look at a more favorable lease rate, knowing that the state is going to be here for multiple years.
In Bibb County alone, there are 42 active leases with state agencies. That's according to Georgia's online building, land, and leasing inventory property. That includes buildings you may drive by every day, like the Department of Driver Services, Public Health, and the Department of Labor.
We think that this really is good for the state.
And supporters hope you'll agree and vote yes on Amendment 2.
The amendment would limit state agencies to signing 20-year lease agreements. It also outlines how the state must approve every multi-year lease and set a cap on how much money the state can pay on any lease. Both Dyer and Topping tell me they haven't heard any opposition to the amendment. And you only have a few days left to vote. Early voting ends on Friday, and Election Day is November 6th.